Yo, thanks a lot, folks, for everyone stopping back at the Bullet Bandit channel. This is the Paint Boss, and this is garage number 37, part 1. Yep, 37, part 1. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Here's the first car in part 1. We're going to pan around this bad bitch and see what's going on. This is not one of my strongest R8s, but it's definitely original. I think that's pretty bad. That was the first one. I made a lot of custom patches for the time that I was in WCC, and that's one of them on the rear end of the car. There's a full side view. There's a real full side view. Yes, I got all edges in. That's pretty sweet. That's a good looking vehicle right there. All right, we'll pan around to the top and then we'll move the fuck on. There's the top side. That's pretty sweet. Nice roof work. There's the front hood. And we'll move on. I said it's a nice paint job. And it's custom. It's original, but you know, it's not one of my better works. I'd say it's my average. There's another R8. This one's pretty nice. This is not one of my stronger paint jobs either, but it's definitely original and it's nice. I think the last one before it, I don't know. This is kind of nice. I don't know if the one before this car is nicer or if this one is nicer. R8 number 2 versus R8 number 1. I need a moment on that. This one's fucking got cool, you know, character to it, the paint job. Is that in full? Yeah. Yeah, I would have to say that the first R8 is better looking. Yeah, it's not, this one's nice, but not as nice looking as the car in slot number 1. This is slot number 2, car number 2. That's pretty bad there, that fucking shit on the roof. How it goes to a point and shit, that's pretty sweet. Okay, now we'll pan around to the front and then we're going to move on to the next car. There's a cool front hood. I think that looks pretty badass. Alright, next vehicle, we're going to move on. I think I forgot to drop that bitch to the ground. I don't like the way it's sitting, but oh well. It is what it is. Hope everyone's having a good night. Drinking some fucking beer. And, you know, going through these fucking garages. Alright, here's a third R8. This is the West Coast Customs Fire Department car. We'll pan around this quick. This car's alright, man. It's not fucking killer, but I mean, by no fucking means, man. But I mean, it's alright. It's not one of my stronger paint jobs. It is original, but you know, it's okay, man. I'm not even fucking crazy about it myself. There's the back trunk. There's the roof work. And we'll look at the front hood and we're going to move on. There we go. Alright, we're going to go to the next car. Hopefully we have something better than the first 3 R8s. Again, so far out of all those R8s, the first one was the best, I think. Alright, here's a badass one. We'll look at the front nose. There's the front nose. Now we'll pan around to the side. That's pretty sweet. There's a full side view. Oh, fucking A. See that shit? I fucked up. It should look like this. Okay, so I'm going to quick take care of that. So we're going to go into fucking vinyls. Nope, wrong. Customize vehicles. Vinyl editor. Here we go. Create vinyls. We're going to go to this side. We're going to find that fucking letter right there. That's that. We're going to delete that. And there we go. Yes. Alright, so now we're going to go back to full view. And then we're going to pan around the top. I left the fucking vinyl on there by accident that it shouldn't have been there. Now there's a pretty sick fucking roof work right there. That's pretty fucking bad the way that turned out. There's a cool ass front hood. And there's the top side from the rear. And we're going to move on. Alright. That's probably the sickest paint job so far. Oh shit. Exit, yes. Exit, yes. Manage vehicles. Alright, that's probably the sickest paint job so far in this garage. Here we got a Celine Mustang. And we'll look at the front nose. There's the front nose. It's a pretty sweet car. That's fucking badass, man. That's a fucking sweet ride. And it's all white on top. Nothing there to look at. Now we're going to move on. That's a nice car, but yeah, that's a very light custom. Yeah, it's definitely a light custom. Nothing near anything more than that. I think SE might be for special edition or something shit like that. Alright. Here we got a Chrysler 300. This is a light custom too. There's a full fucking side view, and the top's nothing to look at, so we're going to move on. Alright, next car. Here we got a Z06. I forget what this one looks like, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it, I hope. Maybe I'm wrong. Sometimes I make cars that I don't even fucking like. Oh, this one's alright, man. This is just a plain Janer with a primary color, a little bit of lettering. It was meant to be that way, but it still looks pretty good, man. There's a full side view. These rims, you see them on a lot of my cars. The rims on this Corvette, it's because I love that wheel. I think it's, in my personal opinion, I think they're the best looking wheels in the whole fucking game. And that's why I use them on a lot of my rides. Are they the best for racing? Probably not. As far as the game parameters allow, probably not the best racing wheels in the game. The Davins are pretty fucking good. That's what my crew used to run with. They got better results with those wheels. But I like these wheels because they look awesome. They're eye candy. They're not, for me, they're not about performance. They're about eye candy. Just like fucking the paint job. Just like customizing the car. It's all eye candy. Alright, here's a fucking Chevelle. Very simple. Light custom. And there I changed the logo to Midnight Club West Coast Customs. No one's ever done that. There's the ass end, and there's a full side view, and then we'll look at the top and we're going to move on. That's pretty sweet. Made by Bullet Bandit. Alright, next fucking car. That's a sweet Chevelle, but, you know, it's a light custom. Alright, here we go. We got fucking another R8. I forget what this car is. There's the front nose. This one is a very different paint job. It's again, it's original. It's one of a kind. No one's ever attempted anything remotely like this. I would classify this as definitely abstract art style paint job. Is it one of my... I don't like it that much. I mean, it's okay, but I kept it because it's so fucking different, man. Ugh. That's the only reason why I kept this paint job, because it's so fucking different, so unique, that no one has ever, even on the fucking face of the earth, made something like this. And that's why I kept it. It's very, very original in and of itself. And, you know, I knew that it's one of a kind, so that's the only reason why I didn't erase it. When I was putting it together, I was like, what the fuck? And I just kept putting it together. I was like, wow, you know, it's not great. It's not killer. I mean, it's different. I mean, look at it from a distance. Yeah, it looks really busy. And, yeah, it's got a lot of shit to it, but yet it's not my best. I've made cars that look better that have less work into them, but still, you know, it's an original and it's nice, but it's not fucking all that. I'd have to say that's definitely fucking all the work into it, probably a high-end custom, not a super custom, but like the next step below. High-end's like you got light customs, well, you got stock. Or, you know, stock is like any color, one color. And then you got light custom, that's a step above stock, you know, where you have one or two or three colors, combination. Then you have mid-level, which is a step above stock, or not stock, but light custom, which means there's more work into the mid-level custom, but not an extravagant amount, enough to tell the difference. And then you have a high-end custom, which is above the mid-level, but not like a super custom. So, you know, there's like stages of paint. I would say this is a mid-level custom. I don't know. All the work that goes into something like that, if it was a paint job, definitely this would be a high-end. I'm wrong. Because there's a lot of work there, man. That's a beautiful fucking car right there. Alright, next fucking car. Let's look at that top side. I didn't really go into that with you people. Alright, and then we'll pan around to the back. And now we'll leave. Alright, we're almost halfway there. Fucking 16 minutes. We might be able to go a bit further than fucking 15 cars, I hope, in the first part. Oh, this is a badass car. I love this car, man. It's a badass Chevelle. This is the only Chevelle ever made in the history of MCLA. Another original. Just like that ugly R8. Alright, that was before this car, which is okay. And what's cool about this car is the, I don't know if you can see it on the screen there, but like, it's almost like there's a fine line of red between the white, the blue, and the stars. Alright, then we'll pan out. That's fucking badass, dude. That is fucking sweet. Look at that fucking shit, man. That's fucking awesome. Alright, there we go. There's the full side view. Sorry about that panning in and out shit, but, you know, I don't know what else to do. Look at that shit, man. That's fucking banging, dude. That's a fucking sweet paint job. And we'll look at the backside. Look at that shit. That's fucking on, dude. Ain't nobody ever made a fucking car like that in the history of this fucking game. Except for me. You know, that's the way the ball bounces, man. I mean, no one can claim it. No one can ever claim it. I can claim it because I made it. You know, and I was the first to make it. So, man, that's fucking sweet. And of course, look at the interior. That's red, white, and blue. The spirit of 70 Jews. Red, white, and blue. The spirit of 70 Jews. Who gives a fuck? I'm fucking around. That's fucking disgusting to you, huh? Because you're an American viewer of the video. And you might be disgusted that it said red, white, and blue. The spirit of 70 Jews. Don't take it personal. Alright, here's a fucking classic looking 55 Chevy with a tan top. That's pretty nice. Alright, we're going to move on. That's a beautiful car, man. Hell yeah. Alright. Next vehicle. Alright, this is I want to stop at the 2010 Camaro. I'm almost at 19 and a half minutes. Alright, this is the first of its kind that I started making in the game. This is another GM spec Camaro, COPO Camaro, which was a specialty model made by Chevrolet. You can punch them in and look them up. They came in a variety of colors. They made the wheels and tires. GM spec as close as I could that the game would allow. And the COPs had that chrome stripping down at the bottom of the door. And the COPO was fucking a 427 big block. And that's what this car is, man. Alright, fucking next vehicle. We got a 55 Chevy Bel Air. This is a retro style paint job that is related to cars that were painted back in the 40s and 50s. So this is like a retro 40s, 50s style paint job. Not very intricate, and it would definitely be I would say it's a, let me see, it's like a mid-level custom. There's a full side view. And we'll pan around at the top. It's all one color. And we'll move on. It's a good looking car, man, but it's not one of my best. Alright. Here we have a concept Camaro. I think I'm going to take this video to 25 minutes, and then I'm going to shut her down. This is a badass Camaro. I know which car this is. This is car number 15 out of 30 in the garage. And this is my one of my most favorite 2010 Camaros that I ever made. Oh, fuck. Let me take my time. That's just simply marvelous, dude. The way that's trimmed out, the yellow, the white, the red, the gray, before the flames, the way it jumps back toward the rear quarter panel, then the way I have PAINTBOSS written in there with the sponsorship stickers, and then the flames on top. I mean, nobody ever fucking in the history of this game ever trimmed out a Camaro like this. Ever. Not once, not twice. I was the only one that did that shit. I was the only one to follow body curvatures. That's because I use my brain, you know. Oh, let's look at the backside. That's pretty fucking badass. See how the flames unify? That's pretty sweet. Alright, now we're going to back out. That's pretty bad. That's a fucking badass view right there. Alright. Alright, right there's a full view, and then we're going to look at the top. That's fucking sweet, man. And this is Universal Original Custom Paint Job. Universal. Because it unifies from each half to each other half. Look at that fucking roof work with the flames, man. How everything's split right down the center of the fucking roof from front to back. Everything matches from the left side of the car to the right side of the car. That's fucking precision fucking paint work there. Look at that. Alright, we'll look at the fucking front hood. I mean, some of my cars, you need to pause and really look at everything and compare, you know, what is what, this is there, that, alright, dude, that matches up. That's what you gotta look for when you're looking at paint job. How accurate is it? This is one of my favorite fucking 2010s concept Camaro. Alright, we're on car number 16. I think I'll show this as my last one, then I'm going to move on. Maybe I'll shut the video down. I'm at 24 minutes. Alright, this is a badass fucking 65 Malibu. Let me get panning around. I like this fucking car, man. It's a very unique, original paint job. Alright, we'll start panning out. And then we're going to do one more fucking car. Alright, there's full side view. That's a fucking badass car, man. Alright, now we're going to do the top side. That's definitely a mid-level custom. And there's the front hood. Alright, we're going to get the fuck out of here. You want to see the back hood? There's the back hood. There's the top side. That's pretty cool. Where that all lines up, man. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Next car. One more car I'm going to show, and then I'm wrapping the video up. And I want to thank everyone again for stopping by the Bullet Bandit channel. Good looking out, man. I really appreciate it. And keep checking back. You know, I'll keep posting more videos. Even after I post all my garages, I plan on making other videos and posting them too. So, you know, keep an eye out. This is a really cool car. It's pretty sweet. Alright. And there's the top side. And we're going to move on. That's badass. Definitely original. Alright, this is the last car I'm going to show. I'm at 27 minutes almost. 26:55. 27 minutes right here. This is going to be the last car I show. So, again, I want to thank everyone for fucking stopping by, man. Alright, here's a badass 69 Camaro. So look at the front nose first. See how everything unifies in the center of the front nose. The flames coming together. Everything. Alright, now we're going to pan around the side. That's pretty fucking sweet, man. I love the way it's slammed to the ground. And there's the back end. Now we'll fucking... Oh, look at that fucking view, dude. That's fucking badass. I love that shit. This is still today my favorite body style ever in the history of the Camaro. The 69 Camaro had the best body. 68 was nice though too. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from Chevy. 67 was also nice, but 69 was the baddest, fucking awesome, most beautiful body style that they made for the whole history of Camaro. And funny how they came out with the newer Camaros that we're currently used to, and they are designed off the 69, not the 68 or the 67. There's a badass roof side, and then we're going to look at the fucking trunk. And the front hood. It's supposed to be me, man. That's a portrait of me when I die. I'll be coming back to kill motherfuckers. Alright, later, peace out. Oh shit, hold on. One more thing. You see how his top hat has WCC? And rather than having silver or like chrome studs, he's got skulls. So that's creativity, man. Not only that, but he's smoking a joint. And he's got 2 firearms. You can't beat that. Alright, later. Peace out. Good night.